Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today we have the beginning to a crazy freaking week. And actually, I'm going to let you take away with this one because this was your idea. Last week we had the theme for the graduating class of 2020, but this week you were talking about themes and what can we wrap around and all that stuff. So what's this week going to be about? What's the song that we're going to listen to today?
Actually, this would really be a good theme for around Halloween.
Okay.
Okay. But you're not going to be here.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No.
So we're going to do it now.
Okay.
And basically, it's going to be a week of superstitions, black magic, spells, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the songs are going to be
around that.
Wrapped around that. Yeah, wrapped around that thing.
Okay.
Okay. And so, so that's really what we're doing. But we're going to start it off with a lyric video of Stevie Wonder doing Superstition. And
well, he goes through and explains all the superstitions and everything.
He hits a bunch of them.
Okay.
Okay. I think he hits one in regard to he hits the black cat. He hits broken glass, 13, an umbrella. In case you didn't know, an upside down umbrella is.
Okay. Well, I also know umbrella indoors is
okay.
too.
Okay. So yeah, umbrella indoors. I don't know if he does the midnight hour because that's like when the clock stops at midnight.
Okay.
That's a death hour. Stuff like that. All the crazy stuff. But when I was looking at the live version of him doing it, I couldn't understand what he was doing.
Right.
Because you know how most people when they're doing the live versions, except there are a few artists that we've listened to that you can hear him plain as day as to what they're singing. He's going into the microphone, and unless you're a Stevie Wonder fan, you would never know what he was saying.
Or you know the lyrics or anything.
Yeah. If you
so
know
for
the
me,
lyrics,
I was listening to it and I could understand what he was saying to a certain degree, but I had to really focus on what he was saying to understand it.
So that's why I want to hit with the lyric video, just to kind of get us going and getting in that mood and seeing the superstitions and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
that's about it.
That's what we're doing. I can tell you the song was that he released.
He released it in '72, I think, right?
The album it was on was released in '73.
Okay.
It was released as a single in '72. It was supposed to be written for a guy by the name of Jeff Beck, who is a world-renowned guitar player, who came in on some sessions, earlier in exchange for the Stevie Wonder song. So he came up with the riff. They did a rough draft of it, rough demo, and he gave it to him. Okay. Well, it turned out that his contract with whoever his recording company, was at the time, that had expired. So he had no more obligations to them. So Barry Gordy, who was the head of Motown, said, he heard, according to what I read, he heard that Jeff Beck was going to put out a version of it. So before he could put out a version of it, Barry Gordy put out this. And it goes to number one. It goes to number one. Jeff Beck was mildly upset in regard to it. It made some choice comments in some magazine articles and things like that. And then it was included on an album of his in December of '72. Now remember, they only released the single. He released it as a single so that it would go out before Jeff Beck's did. Okay. And then but the actual album that it's on came out in '73. So he released it just because he knew that Jeff Beck was going to put this out.
And if he didn't put it out in '72, he would have lost it.
So Jeff Beck's album comes out and was widely acclaimed, critically, acclaimed. But the song, nobody even noticed the song on it. It was just, as far as he was concerned, as far as they were concerned, it was a Jeff Beck song written by Stevie Wonder. It was a Jeff Beck cover of a Stevie Wonder song. Whoa. So we know how temperamental musicians are.
Right.
So
right.
Think of how that went down. So anyway, but that's all the backstory that I've got. I just thought that was pretty interesting how that all happened. But let's listen.
Let's just listen to it.
Let's just listen to it and see how many superstitions they.
Yeah, I can't even say it. Superstitions.
Yeah, see how many of them that you've heard of.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. Well, let's get started, guys.
Isn't that cool?
Very superstitious, writings on the wall. Very superstitious, letters about to fall. 13-month-old baby
13.
broke the looking glass.
Yeah.
7 years of bad luck.
Yeah.
The good things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, and you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Yeah. Ooh, very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Let me go the problem. Do all that you can. Keep me daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't want to save me. Sad is my song. When you believe in things you don't understand, and you suffer. Superstition is the way. Yeah. Very superstitious, nothing more to say. Very superstitious, the devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby, broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, and you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. No, no, no.
All right.
A lot of black screen.
Mm-hmm.
Superstition's black.
Mm-hmm. I've got a question for you. How much experience have you actually had with that? He was talking about 13-month-old baby, so the number 13, which is a bad number.
It was the 13.
Right.
I would say for like Friday the 13th.
Right.
That kind of thing.
You know, talking about broken glass, talking about, you know, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What have you experienced anything like that?
No.
No. Not at all.
No, in fact, I had a superstition party one Halloween. Okay, where in order to get into my front door, you had to go over a broken mirror.
Oh no.
Underneath a ladder that was in front of the front door, so you had to go over the glass and when you came in, there was a stuffed black cat.
Oh no.
There was a umbrella hanging upside down from a chandelier that ended up filled up with, I don't know, umpteen beer cans by the end of the night.
It sounds like a frat party.
And and the clock was set at midnight.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these little things around the house, that we did, but
He was also
He
was also talking about meddling with stuff you don't understand. Have you ever meddled with like a Ouija board or anything like that?
I haven't. I've seen them, and I've seen people do them,
Uh-huh.
but I wasn't actually on there, because I always thought, oh, you're just pushing it around, and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
But the only thing that I've ever seen like that was like on Ghost Adventures, which deals with, stuff like this.
Yeah.
As far as stuff like this is concerned, I can't think of any time in particular where, a black cat went across my path and then something happened. Okay? Or I went under a ladder and something happened.
Do you believe in this stuff? Because I know you believe in ghosts and spirits, but
I do believe in spirits.
But do you believe in this stuff?
I'm not sure, unless if you categorize, how they always say that things happen in threes,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
And two bad things happen, and then you go, oh, man, I wonder what the third one's going to be.
Right.
Does that fall in?
Well, I mean,
Because is that superstition?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like in the game of Monopoly, you roll 3 doubles in a row, you go to jail.
Yeah,
so I'm just saying, I don't know.
That's a bad thing.
I know.
To go to jail.
And then they throw $50 in the pot and you get out. But I'm just saying.
But all I'm saying is it does have to do with threes.
Yeah.
Okay, but
See, exactly.
so if we're talking about bad things happening in threes, and because I've had that happen a number of times, where like 2 weeks ago somebody died, or a month ago somebody died, and then like a couple of days later somebody died, and then you're going, what's the last shoe to fall here?
Right.
Who else is on the list?
Right, because it's always in threes.
And
nobody else has gone since.
But
it was in threes.
Yeah, but or stuff like that.
Yeah.
That has happened to me several times. So, am I superstitious that if 2 bad things happen, I think there's a third one that's going to happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is as far as it would go. These particular superstitions, no.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha.
Okay, if that all makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but this is
stuff you don't want to be meddling in.
This is. Yeah.
Oh, how did Hagrid say it in Harry Potter? You're meddling in stuff that you ought not to be meddling in.
Yes. Yeah.
And I like how I said that you ought not to be.
Yes. Yeah. But that's exactly how he said it. If
you're meddling in stuff that you ought not be meddling in. Or
so
you ought not to be meddling in.
So anyway.
Yeah.
So, but this is starting off the week.
Right.
And we will see
how things progress.
How things progress from here. Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting week. So you all want to stay tuned for this one.
Musicians and athletes, okay, are superstitious. Okay, I know a baseball player that I used to play baseball with that always wore the same exact socks. He wore the same socks all season long.
They were his lucky socks.
They were his. Think that's superstition? They're my lucky socks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, I mean,
that's exactly right.
Well, I mean, it's just like how I know a couple
Musicians.
of football players who say, I have to wear like these underwear because if we don't, we're going to lose the game. Because whenever I wear these particular underwear, we win the game.
Okay. Wearing your pajamas inside out so that it's going to snow tonight. We wear our pajamas inside
That's
out.
your
We're going to
underwear.
have a snow day tomorrow.
That's your underwear.
Well, no, we grew up with pajamas.
Oh well, we grew up with underwear.
Yeah.
But my generation's weird.
Yeah, that's true. But it's that kind of stuff. Musicians, they have to have things a certain way or something's going to happen.
Mm.
So there's a lot of people that are superstitious.
Mm.
Okay, so we'll see what happens.
All right.
All right.
You all set for the announcements?
Yep.
All right. Hit it, guys.
Now it's time for the announcements.
Alrighty, guys. Remember, we do have the P.O. box open. So if you'd like to send us anything, whether that be a postcard, a letter, a drawing, any snacks or anything like that, now is your opportunity that you can. We will keep this open for the foreseeable future. We don't have any plans on closing it. You should have seen yesterday the first community post, the fan mail community post, I should say, that I put out that said thank you to Tina Guzinski, who sent us a crockpot cookbook. That was our first official fan mail package that we had received. And by this point tomorrow, we should have the rest of them. So be on the lookout for more of those community posts of recognition of whatever you sent us. But if you'd like to send us anything and you didn't catch it when it came up on your screen, the address and everything will be in the description below. Just make it out to the bass player and YouTube dad, and we will be sure to get it.
I think Tina got tired of me eating spring rolls on the live stream.
And Hot Pockets.
And Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
She wanted us nutrition.
Right. Also, make sure to check out the request form down below. So if you have any songs that you'd like to request to us, that's where you will put them.
Mm-hmm.
We aren't taking any requests from comments anymore, or from social media posts or live streams or anything like that. But if you put it in the request form, we will be sure to look at it. Dad goes through the request form every single day looking for songs for the next week or for like this week or anything like that. But that is where you will put, if you have a request, to put that there so we will see it.
Yep.
Make sure to check out Coffee First Scheme Later up in the corner. We've got some exciting vlogs, challenges, and whatnot coming out over there. A lot of stuff in the works. And in a few weeks, we're actually going to the Outer Banks. So we're going to have a lot of vlog footage in the Outer Banks as well. So you want to subscribe to this, so you stay tuned for that. That week's videos will actually be pre-recorded, because we'll be out of town. But those videos will be pre-recorded.
Right.
But we will be filming for Coffee First Scheme Later. Make sure to check out the Teespring link down in the description below. That's where you get all your merchandise, or all of our merchandise. That'd be the classic TBP logo. That's our profile picture, or the Eat, Sleep, React, Repeat merchandise that we have. It's super cool stuff, so you want to check that out. The Patreon link is also down in the description below. If you don't know what Patreon is the membership you can get to the channel, whether you want to see behind the scenes, exclusive reactions, get more Teespring discount codes, just have one-on-one communication with me and Dad. You have to go through comments or social media or anything like that. That's where you get that. Or even if you want something just as simple as a description mention or a shout-out and to be recognized as a top supporter and fan, that you automatically get for becoming a Patreon member. I do get to thank the following patrons who have pledged to make this video possible for being awesome. That'd be Hot Space and Petro, Karen Barone, Sandy Thomas, Courtney Truax, Cindy Rice, and Dawn Kula. Thank you so much for your constant love and support of this channel and this community, guys. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And we should have some videos coming your way very shortly. So stay tuned for that. Also, guys, for our next goal, or for our current goal, we hit the 1,000 mark goal. For our next goal, we need your help. Our goal is to hit 2020 by September. I leave for the military in September, and we chose the goal 2020 in honor of this year's graduating class of 2020. We had last week's videos that were all dedicated to the class of 2020, and this is our long-term goal for the subscriber goal. But we need your help. It took us 9 months just about to hit that 1,000 mark. No, I think it was probably 8 months. I think I had like 100 subscribers, 150 when I started that goal. So it was about 8 months to get that 1,000 mark. We've been trudging along. We've been doing pretty good, but we need your help to make that goal possible, to hit 2020 by September, because that's in less than half that time. And it's a pretty hefty goal. So we need your help, whether you just want to help us achieve that goal, or you just want to stay connected, stay involved, see what we're getting ourselves into every day. That is the easiest way to do it. You just go down below, click that red subscribe button if it is red for you, and then turn on that post notification bell so you will be notified whenever we put out a video or go live or a community post goes out or anything like that. So you just stay tuned with the community that we have going on. So, anything else that I'm missing today?
Nope, I'm good.
Alrighty guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.